Behind you, you all look back after leaving a large forest area into kind of an open, sandy desert area. You've got no trees or anything in front of you, but you have lots of sand dunes, and it's kind of transferring from a foliage-rich, plant-rich area where your monastery was out into this kind of barren, sandy desert. But as you look behind you, you're kind of catching your breath, just and as you look back, you can see at the top of the mountain where the monastery was just a large flame. It's the monastery is on fire. You see a large chunk of one of the walls of the monastery fall down the mountainside as you watch your home for the last however many years you've been here, or weeks you've been here, depending on your character. You watch that home kind of fall apart. The crane flies over from Ark's head onto Javi's head, and kind of looks down at you, Javi, and kind of tilts its head, and then kind of lowers it sadly, flies over to you, T, lands on your horn, kind of pecks at your horn a little bit, and again kind of lowers its head sadly, and just kind of rests there on the horn. It's curious. It doesn't know exactly what's going on, but it can tell that you all are looking back in kind of a sad way. And it's empathizing, but it doesn't know why. With that said, the desert lays out in front of you. The crane is kind of hinting that is the direction in which you need to travel. Is there anything that you all would like to say to each other, ask each other, talk to the crane, any of those things before you venture out into the desert?
Like mentioning what he understood from the fire elemental before, with the whole saying he only understood only a couple of words, saying that they were sacrificing he thinks they were sacrificing children. They mentioned children and sacrifice in the same sentence.
So that's what
That's
Light
peculiar.
says?
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's peculiar.
You all kind
We
of
don't
see
have
that
any-
Light can understand the fire elementals, but only, a bit. Not all of it. So.
I trust those old men to be able to protect the children.
I mean, yeah, of course, they're all-powerful monks, but children's. Why? It is, of course, demonic rituals and stuff like that. Well, and I guess where's the crane right now?
It is on your horn currently, Luxima.
Oh, I guess Luxima kind of gently tapped the crane, I guess, and to get his attention, and said that, do any of those ring any bells?
It hops onto your
what
finger.
Light say.
So as you tap it, it kind of hops onto your finger, and you're able to.
Oh, like a
kinda
little
look it
bird.
Mm-hmm. And
so
it tilts its head and kind of wants you to repeat the question.
Luxima snapped his other fingers and said monsters, children, sacrifice in Infernal. Does that mean anything to you?
The crane kind of tilts its head back and forth curiously, and then shrugs its wings.
Worth a try.
The party and kind of glance back at the monastery, and he just makes kind of a not kind of under his breath, but not super under his breath. She's maybe we should have brought them with us.
The crane
I
kind of
don't
lowers
think it
its head
would be
in sadness.
wise. I don't think that would be wise. I mean, sure, there will be. This is a dangerous journey after all, and we might just put them in more danger than them safe. I mean, we see that, I guess, by observation, that they are following us. I mean, they're following this crane more than the Inferno cares about the others, so I think it's best for us to leave them. I guess we only hope that they survive the attack. And Luxuma kind of looks kind of really sad, but he kind of shrugged it off and like looks at the crane. Okay, little one, where to go next?
As you say that, a familiar voice kind of rings in your ear as you hear your axe speak to you, and it says,
Oh God.
You have done the right thing, Luxima.
Yeah. Okay, right thing. Okay, and like
it goes into its classic speech for you as you just kind of start tuning it out.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I am here to help you do the right thing.
Okay. Yeah, we know. When we're right thing, be a hero, stuff like that. Yada. Okay.
You all watch Luxima kind of like holding their head, kind of like, it seems like they're like exasperated, like you're not sure what's going on, the rest of you. The crane is kind of
wave.
The crane is kind of
Waves
pecking on
around.
your forehead and like
Ouch, stop that.
you kind of wave it, and the crane flies off and lands over on Light's shoulder.
I feel like I'm the physical comedy here. Fall down like the first session, falls
True.
down head first, and the second one is this shenanigans right here.
So as the crane flies over to your shoulder, Light, it kind of points in the direction of the open desert, and it looks resolved to go in that direction, like it needs you to go that way.
Light feels
Ugh.
hesitant.
It's not a very
But
welcoming place that it's sending you into.
He feels kind of hesitant. He feels guilty about leaving like Sarah and Far Cry behind. But there's not really anywhere to go back to. So he's gotta go. He's gotta go.
It's true.
This is like an open desert, right? So
Mm-hmm.
do we like, what do we have in our person that could survive a desert? Because like, sure, a desert, but I'm kind of worried how we survive in the desert. Do we bring stuff like water, food, or like blanket for the night, or something like that?
So as far as like provisions that will help you survive in the desert, this is more so going to be an endurance test and less of a test of what you've brought with you. So I am not going to I'm not going to like go through all your inventories and like see if you've got enough water and whatever. Like you're not going to run out of food and water. It's more so like how tired are you going to get during the travels, what kind of things you might face out there in the desert, those kinds of things. So I'm not going to be keeping too much track of that because I don't think that's the fun part about D&D.
True. Okay, so Luxuma kind of like suck up his breath and just exhale and look at the party and said, "This is the threshold right now. Once we cross that desert, there is no turning back now. Are you guys ready?"
Well,
Oh,
ready
God.
as I can be.
Not that we have
Okay.
a choice.
True.
Yeah.
I have my cheese. I be fine.
Oh my god.
It
All right,
does,
maybe
it does
we can
sound a lot
find-
better, by the way,
yeah,
Chatty.
cheese.
It sounds really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we can find hopefully we can find a cheesy on the other side of this desert, and then Luxuma kind of like march a little bit into the sand and look back at the group to signal them to follow,
All right.
and just walk to the desert.
All right, Luxima leading the way. The crane kind of flies forward and perches itself on the tip of your horn. And it actually kind of, as it's on the tip of your horn, Luxima, it looks back at your axe and then kind of tilts its head in a curious way. The rest of you can see Luxima. You're actually probably the only one who wouldn't be able to see this. The crane tilts its head while it's looking at Luxima's axe. And then it flies over on top of the axe and like lands on the sharp edge of it. You all almost cringe for a second, thinking like, oh, it's going to cut itself. But it just lands on the edge of the axe. And again, its way of kind of showing that it's thinking is it tilts its head back and forth. So it does that and then kind of pecks at the at the axe, flies down to the handle of it and kind of perches on the handle of it, pecks it some more, and then flies back to the horn of Luxima, like it was investigating something weird with the axe. Just, it was curious. It seems like it could sense something about it. As you guys are traveling out into the desert, you're leaving trails where your footprints are, and you can feel the heat of the desert sun beating down on you. Your outfits are not terrible for the desert. I mean, you were dressed to kind of cover yourselves up. The monastery got pretty cold up there, so you're able to kind of cover up most of your body, and you have like basically protection from the sun, but you do have to kind of, you guys start peeling off layers as you start getting hot. Not like you don't need to peel off a lot, just like you take off like your wintry stuff, like any of your gloves and things like that you would be wearing. And as you're traveling along through the desert, the sand every once in a while fills up your shoes because you step down into a sand dip, and it fills up your boots, and you've got to take your shoe off and pour the sand out. The feeling is not fun. You're not on a very fun adventure right now. You can feel the weight of it, and it's annoying, and it's kind of frustrating, and it's hot. And you see no buildings in sight from where you're at. But the crane keeps leading you forward. What I'd like to do, everyone, we got Mug and T that are both in Roll20. We just make sure Chai and Dex, you hit launch game on Roll20. Just so that you're in here in case we get into some combat arena.
I actually forgot to launch it. I was there, but not there.
This is not just in case. This is guarantee of combat. Do not twist your words, Commander. Do not twist your word.
No. Change things up.
Also, I would like to bring a highlight of so Luxima has like an alternate drawing before I decided him to become like, oh, okay, he's a scholar, so he should not look like this. So his alternate art is like the same, but he's sleeveless. So it's dead. Like the group's reaction is.
I like it.
I don't know. You could use it or whatever for the desert part.
Nice.
I'm not naming any names. I'm not naming any names, so y'all are good.
And then, let's see. Just need Dex, I guess, in the Roll20. So go to Roll20's website and hit launch game on that when you can.
It's loading.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
All
right.
Does this work? Does that work?
What is it?
I sent like the straight on link to the group chat, so maybe Dex can click on that and just straight into the campaign.
I don't think it will. It'll just take him to Roll20, like he's already.
Well, worth a try.
Yeah. All right. So, as you are traveling along, you start to feel a rumble beneath your feet as the sand begins to kind of shift and slide. You look over, and the crane is kind of like hiding behind Luxima's horn now, as you all kind of look over to your right, and in the distance you see a large creature. It is covered in black obsidian-looking scales, and it has two large claws that look like they could snap you in half if they got close to you. A tail that kind of curls up with a large pointed
no.
Oh
into
no!
it. It looks like it's
Uh-oh.
probably
No.
20 feet tall and 30 feet long.
Oh.
And it is
Oh, no.
scuttling in the distance, but it's not scuttling towards you. It is kind of scuttling past you,
Oh,
and it's going the
thankfully.
opposite
Okay, thank
direction.
God.
It's going the opposite direction of the way in which you're moving. And as you look at it, it looks intimidating. It looks like a creature that could really hurt you. But in fact, it also has almost a gentle kind of roaming colossus feel to it. It's just like a large creature that seems to pay no mind to you as it's traveling in the distance in the opposite direction in which you're traveling. It's going back in the direction of which you came. So it's kind of like, you're going, past each other. You're not super close to it. It's probably half a mile away from you. But its size itself is even just its scuttling in your area is causing the sand to shift and intimidates you and kind of scares you as you all hunch down behind one of the sand dunes in fear of the unknown of this creature. As it's traveling by you, you get a chance to kind of watch it, and as it's scuttling, it goes off into the distance for a while, and then you see a large blast of fire as it hits this large giant scorpion, and the scorpion kind of rears up on some of its legs and begins snapping its claws at something that you can't really see. The sun is kind of like, it's kind of warping your vision. It's kind of hard to see what it's snapping at, but then you see those familiar sights of the fire elementals that are following you. And they are attacking the scorpion, and you watch them just obliterate this scorpion. It just blows off pieces and chunks of its armor, blows off one of its claws, its tail gets snapped off, and the scorpion finally kind of rests as you all immediately start moving again, knowing that you're being followed, and that they just destroyed this kind of majestic desert creature. Anything that you guys want to say or do?
I think when that happens, it's just like hightail just book it. Like when the first sign of like the fire, I think like Luxembourg just book it. And just like go. It means that they're close. They can catch up, so
The crane
Yeah.
flies out in front of you and nods its head like in a hurried rush way, and begins flying past the sand dune that you guys are kind of hiding behind now, and leads you onward. The rest of you, anyone else want to say or do anything?
We're not screwing around.
we're not screwing it out
Yeah.
this time.
All right.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
just run.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go.
We're a bunch of cowards.
I would like
I mean, like we don't know our enemies. We're just 4 people and a piece of paper. What do you expect us to do with infernals?
So everybody, please, in the top left of your character sheet on D&D Beyond, the top left, I'd like you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. The saving throws are in the small box in the top left.
My God, are you
Constitution saving
kidding
throw.
me?
Hold on, I'm finding my con. Wait, where's the con?
Oh my God, can I just not
Please,
exist?
please. Oh my God! I
Okay,
hate.
so-
I
Wow.
hate
Oh.
me.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Okay, well,
Wow.
lucky,
Wow.
lucky for you guys, Art and Luxima, you guys did Constitution checks, which is not what I'm looking for. Constitution
Okay.
saves are on the far left column of your character sheet. There's a small box that says saving throws, and it's got strength, int, dex, whiz, con, charisma, kind of in this little clustered on the left side of your character sheet. That's the box that we're in. I can screenshot it for you if you want.
Yeah, please do. Hold
I
on.
got a 4.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Got a
Emma.
4.
this
Oh.
box.
Con 4, right?
I don't know what I rolled again anymore.
Oh yeah. I was right. Okay. So con. Okay, I gotta reroll.
There you go.
Yes, finally.
There you go. 16's
Oh, thank
a little better.
God.
And then Ark,
Thank God.
will you
Let's
re-roll
go.
using that box that I sent in the Discord?
Just give me a second. I'm on my mobile.
Okay, no worries.
I can't believe we rolled 4s. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
That's a
I
lot
thought
of
like we
load
were
of-
like going to be screwed. Oh,
But-
thank God. Thank God for my mistakes.
You're lucky
I
I'm
got
a
a
nice
second
DM.
just taking that 4. Like no takes backs. Once the dice is rolled, you know take backs.
Nice, there you go, Ark. Oh, natural 20.
Whoa! Let's go, natural
Let's
20 and the
go.
first
Nice.
roll of the
Natural.
day. Let's go!
Very nice. All right. So, Ark and Luxima, you are able to withstand the heat and kind of continue on with the same vigor that you started this adventure with. You take a few swigs of your water flasks and you keep going. But Javi and Light, both of you in your
no.
kind of in this desert heat, it's weighing down on you. And
Wait.
as you continue to feel the rays of the sun hit you and you start running low on water in your canteens, you kind of share some with the rest of your party, but it's not enough. It's beating down on you. You're both currently going to have disadvantage on ability checks. So if we have any other ability checks, you're gonna have to roll twice and take the lower number at the moment because of the
Okay.
exhaustion from the heat.
Wait. This is the greatest moment ever. Okay, so this is the moment I've been waiting for.
Oh no.
Luxima picks up Light.
Oh god.
Yes! Finally! Finally I can pick the cat! Let's go! Nice. This is a win for me. So so Luxima kind of like looks back and see like Light is like obviously struggling.
Mhm.
So he kind of like okay. He kind of like okay and then picks up Light. And like kind of like I guess princess carry him, I guess. Bridal carry.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like, do you want to behold like a cat? Like, no, your spine is going to break. So, Luxima kind of like carries like a bride, or at least in this case, like a baby or something.
Okay.
Which is funnier is like either bridal or baby, whichever you can
Oh my
imagine.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So kind of carrying like this.
Yeah.
All right.
A bit more like knowledgeable, like carrying a baby or something or a bridal.
Okay. All right. So that's able to help Light kind of avoid some of the exhaustion of the desert. You'll be able to kind of recover a little bit quicker than Javi might. But with that, I would like everyone to roll me perception checks. So this means Javi and Light, you're going to roll twice and take the lower number. Everyone else is just going to roll a straight perception. Luxima and Ark, just a straight perception. So you'll find that on your character sheet in the long box in the middle there.
I got a
Okay.
5. The lowest is a 5. Damn it.
All right.
I gotta be. Oh, natural 20. Let's go.
Let's go. Second natural 20.
The D&D guys do not, or the D&D gods do not like us today.
I
All
mean,
right.
it like me. It like
They
me.
like
though.
you,
They give me a
but Chad and I
20.
are struggling. It's the struggle bus right now.
Tex
Alright.
and me are just gonna carry them with the arts natural 20s.
True. So, Luxima, you get a pretty nice perception roll here. Javi and Light with the 5 and the 6, not going to do it. Ark with the 11 is not horrible, but I'll give you Ark. I'll tell you what you see first. So, with an 11, Ark, you can see kind of back in the distance, still every once in a while keeping your eye on those fire elementals that are following you. They are about an hour and a half behind you, so they are gaining in the sense that if they catch you, it could be the end for all of you. So an hour and a half seems like a lot, but it's not. They're pretty far out, but in a very dangerous, you know what I mean, dangerously close position still. Luxima, with the 21, you see the crane as it lands on your horn. It points with its wing in a direction, and you can see the sand dunes with their kind of yellowy orange tint. You can see there's almost like what looks like a stone, like a stone flat top behind one of the sand dunes, and the crane is pointing to it. It looks like some kind of structure that's buried in the sand.
Ah, is that where our destination is? And he kind of pointed at the object for the rest of the party to see.
So now you can all see this kind of stone flat top, what looks like maybe the roof of a buried structure in the sand. The crane, kind of unable to answer your question in depth, just kind of flies in front of you and nods its head.
Huh. Well, then we know our destination at least.
Yeah.
All right. So you all head over to that stone structure, and as you do, you can tell that the structure itself is probably not filled with sand, and the reason you can tell that is because as you kind of come up to it, it looks very closed off. Like the structure itself, all of the openings look very closed off on this front side of it that you're looking at. You're kind of standing on top of these sand dunes, and you're looking in, trying to kind of look into these small openings where the door would be or the windows would be, and they're all pretty boarded up and closed off. It looks like a fairly large stone temple, almost unassuming, like it doesn't seem like anything important would be here. But the crane seems extremely excited as it kind of flies down to one of the openings and tries to squeeze its way in, but can't get in, and flies back to you guys. It taps, it's going to fly over this time to Javi, and it kind of taps you on the forehead angrily to go inside.
Oh,
Wow.
that's not nice. Wow.
Ow.
Yeah, it's giving you like little paper pricks on your forehead as you kind of
Hey, that's not nice. Come on now,
That's
little
not
friend.
nice.
That's not nice.
All right, so what would you guys like to do? You don't see an opening in yet.
Hmm.
This is totally up to you. If you have an idea, shout it out.
I have nothing.
And
Well,
I would just like to remind everyone that Light is still, and like
Oh my god.
Luxem is still holding on me.
Okay.
Making him this short.
It was a blessing. Thank you. Thank you for giving us this 3 feet baby, angry
I don't
baby.
have any ideas on what to go do next for this building.
Well, let me give you some more descriptions of it.
investigate
So the building is about 100 feet long and probably 60 or 70 feet wide. So it's kind of a longer building. You can tell the side of the building that you're on is more covered in sand than the backside. The backside would probably have more open. Where you've come up to the building, you've kind of come up to the area where the sand has built up and kind of covered up most of the front of it. But the backside probably will have less sand back there because it's you can tell from where you're standing. You can look down and see the sand dunes kind of slope down, which means that they're like behind the building. So that means the back of the building is going to have much more open.
So essentially, we see is like a 2 path, either going up through the sand dune or around it.
Correct.
So I guess Luxuma kind of like prevailed his observation to it seems like. So we can either go up or around this. So how do we do that? So how do we go about this?
Should we climb it?
If you'd
I
like.
mean,
It's probably the tallest point
Yeah,
in the
we
desert at the
climb.
moment. So it'll give you a good view around.
I guess
That's-
because good vantage point, I guess.
Let's climb.
But-
All right.
Okay.
So you all
let's climb.
clamber your way up the top of the sand dune and stand on the roof of the building, therefore getting a good view around. You can still see in the distance those flickering lights of flame following in your direction. And looking around, you see up here, go ahead and roll me investigation checks, everybody. Javi and Light will roll with disadvantage on this one, so roll twice. Take the lower for Javi and Light, but Ark and Luxima are going to roll straight.
Oh,
Damn, I only got a 2. Oh, no.
I got it too.
I got
D&D
a
got us
2.
back on hating me.
Dang, okay.
Joy.
Oh no.
So we got a 2, a
This
4,
is
a 3, and a
pain.
13.
Oh my god.
we are literally
If
the
you put it
dumbest
like that,
people.
oh my god, we
so
are
dumb.
not the best luck.
Your
All right.
this entire party is just idiots.
We're not idiots. The dice god just hates us.
No, the crane picked a group of idiots.
Oh, absolutely. He made poor decision
This
of poor
is so
judgment of
sad.
character.
So, as you're looking around, you find no entrances in Ark. You're the only one who kind of gets an idea of where to maybe go. As you're up here on the top of the sand dune, you see no way of getting in through any of the areas that are like boxed in up here, but you have an idea that going around to the backside, there may be a secondary entrance in. You're just a little worried, Ark, because you hear that similar sound of like scuttling coming from inside as you're listening. That like scuttling of what sounds like one of those large scorpions. Probably maybe made its home in here.
Oh no. Then
Oh no,
if it is a den, meaning there are nests. Nests meaning there are babies. No.
oh no.
No.
That is not good.
No, that is not good at
I'm
all.
gonna tell the group this information and let them decide.
And Luxima react as I did. Like this. Then mean babies. And he just... yeah. I guess now that we know this information, I guess we just go to the other side, I guess.
So yeah, if you go around the
Because-
back side, you have a feeling that it's going to be open back there. Probably open enough for a scorpion to crawl through, like one of those giant scorpions. So
Okay, so like
No.
strategy. I guess we like some stay up here, I guess to flank, while the others go around to see. So I guess because I am the strongest here in terms of physical, I guess I'll go around to see the scorpion. So who else is going to stay back or flanked, I guess, from the top?
Like, suggest Eldritch Blast. Just into the building.
Into the building.
Into the building.
They're destroying the structure that
We'll kill
apparently
everything
the
at
crane is
once.
there. Or
I don't
kill
think
or
that's a
destroy
good-
something that is needed to. Not all of this.
Okay. No Eldritch Blast.
We
Might
need
as
to
well
think
hit them
critically.
first.
Don't let the heat wave melt your brain, Light. Don't let the heat wave melt your brain.
Actually, Leighton
Hmm.
suggests he knows how to cast sleep. He could just put whatever's in there to sleep. His little magic hands.
That
Oh,
would be a good idea.
yeah, that would be a good idea. So no initiative. I'm
Okay.
down with that.
They have to be within 90 feet. Is
Okay.
the only
Aw.
problem.
what does sleep read? Read the spell real quick.
Oh, that's a good question. Undead Okay, undead and creatures immune to being charmed can't be affected by the spell.
Okay.
The spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
So you're going to roll 5d8, and each creature that you hit with sleep will fall asleep if your number that you rolled of those 5d8 is higher than their health pool.
Oh.
So
Okay.
thinking...
Maybe not.
Oh, higher than their health pool. Oh my
Right.
god.
So you would max get 8, 16, 24, 32, 40... You'd max get 40 HP worth of dice for sleep, which may not be what you're looking for when fighting said giant scorpion. But when it's lower on HP, then it might be worth using.
You can have Lux fight them and then put them to sleep.
I become the meat shield. I mean, that's not a bad idea, but it would risk my life on the line.
You got an axe.
True. I guess what I'm saying is I need backup. I can't just go on there solo commando and hope for the best that I manage to make it low enough for you to cast that spell. So who's gonna come with me? I guess as a support. Anybody got any takers?
I
I
can
can
come.
No one wants to go with you.
No one else wants to go with me. I just suffer alone in my tanky world.
I
Too
can
strong.
go with you.
Okay, that's good. At least
Well-
I got help.
Isn't Chai healer-ish?
Okay, maybe not.
Well,
No? Wait.
I mean, like the ones that I guess what Luxima is looking for is like somebody who's strong enough, I guess, to like got knock off like few hit points for
Cheese boy.
like to cast a spell.
We could do Cheese Boy Arch over here.
We can use an archer.
I can go.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, so where's the crane, by the way?
The crane is
Just an
currently chilling on Chai's forehead.
Okay, so Luxima kind of goes.
Sorry,
I guess,
Javi's
like,
forehead. My bad.
Hobbies. Okay, so Luxima kind of goes to Hobby's forehead and like said like, little friend, you stay with Hobby, and me and Ark are going to beat the ever living something not using the word out of the like scorpion over there. So you stay put. And he kind of gave a little tap with his little finger on like the little crane.
The crane
Okay.
nods its head in affirmament.
Okay, Ark, let's go. Let's beat some ass. He said ass when he like crane just enough far away for him not to hear that.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Give me one moment. Going to get this set up real quick. And
Remember the plan. If I say go, then just blast him with the sleep spell.
Okay.
Or maybe you made the judgment call. I don't know.
all right, just about ready. All right. So who's going down? It's Luxima and Ark and Mug
Yeah.
and
I know,
Lightning?
like just me and Ark.
Okay.
Like,
I don't know.
Door to be able to cast a spell.
Yeah, I think Light can position himself whenever he needs to, but enough far away to like cast a sleep spell.
Okay.
I don't know about Javi though. Javi, do you want to like stay behind with Light to give support, or
Yeah, I'll stay behind to like give support.
okay.
All right.
Okay, the Luxuma pats Ark's back and like, let's go. Let's go beat some ass.
All right. Do you
Good
want
luck.
to sneak or do you want to just run in guns blazing?
Sneaks first,
All
of
right.
course.
Yeah, I say sneak.
All right. Roll me some stealth checks then, please.
Oh god.
Neither of you are at disadvantage because you survived your sun heat blast. 25 is pretty good for Ark.
Natural
Wow.
20 again. Let's
Natural
go.
20 again.
The dice god loves me. Wow.
Luxima and Ark, you're both extremely stealth right now as you slide down the sand dunes silently and kind of sneak your way around the edge of the temple here. You can tell it's a temple because as you're looking up at the sides of the building that you're kind of sneaking next to, you can see symbols of the culture here in the desert. You can see symbols of their deities that they worship here, and you can see do any of you read Elvish? Either of you?
I do.
No.
You do?
Luxuma like
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ark, as you're looking up, these are symbols of the Elvish people who live in the desert, and you can read that the side of this temple says sanctuary.
can
I'm
can
gonna
I
let Luxima know this.
can Luxuma make a history check on what this sanctuary is?
Sure. I'll let you and Ark both roll a history check. Ark, you can roll with advantage since you speak Elvish. So you can roll twice, take the higher number, Ark.
Almost another 20. 15. Almost another natural 20. So 15.
Nice. Okay. So with a 15 and an 18, you both kind of get similar information. This temple, as far as your history of this area, I mean, you don't know much about this area. It's they're pretty reclusive people for the most part. But you can tell that it's abandoned. It's been abandoned for a long time. It's kind of crumbling on the sides. It looks like it's a bit worn of a place to be. And from what you know of this area, these people that lived in this area a long time ago, they were kind of like the protectors of the world you live in and the world where elementals come from, the elemental plane of existence. So their job was to kind of protect your world from elementals, and it seems like this place is abandoned. So,
Huh. Is this the origin of our little friend? And Luxima kind of said that to himself. I guess since his history lesson is out of the way, what's our adjacent to like the scorpion? Or at least
you're around
at least
the
makes
side
an
of the
observation
building right
check.
now. So you have not seen the scorpion yet. You're kind of around the side of the building. If you continue around the corner, you'll come up to what probably is the opening that the scorpions could crawl into.
Okay, so Luxima peeks, I guess.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, please.
Where is it? Perception. Okay, here it is. 4. Okay, now it's going downhill. Finally.
Oh
You
no.
you put your hand over your eyes to kind of block some of the sun and look into the opening here. Your stealth is still really good, so nothing seems to have noticed you. But you can hear that like clicking and clattering of insectoid legs on top of stone inside here. You can't really see much except for a pretty bright blue glow. Like there's this blue glow that's coming from inside, kind of deep inside the temple. And in front of you is a small pool of water, kind of seafoam green water that layers the floor here. So the sand kind of slides down into this pool of water, which then continues into the temple. So you'd have to kind of walk through this water, which would be very loud.
Dex, Ark, my eyes hurting. Can you like make a better observation than me?
Okay.
Ark, you kind of Scooby-Doo look over Loxima's head. You're both like looking around the corner. Roll me a perception check, please. Okay. With a 13, you can see it's hard to tell what exactly is glowing blue, but it's a large object in the middle of this temple. Right now, what you can see, Ark, mostly is like shadows, two large black shadows that are kind of scuttling back and forth across the flooring here. It's kind of like a clay stone flooring. You see these two large columns in front of you, and they are they're about 40 feet away from you, so a little bit of ways on the other side of this pool of water that you're looking at. So this pool of water is the first thing you'd have to walk through, and then after this pool of water are these two large columns, and they have these dragons that are kind of spiraling up the sides of them, all made of stone, kind of holding this structure up. The whole back side of this thing, by the way, looks like it's been blown open. Like you can see chunks of rubble in the water here. You can see that this was opened in a way that was probably from like raiders, people, coming in, treasure hunters, something like that. Like they came in here looking for something. And so this whole kind of back entrance way is only being held up by these two columns that have the dragons swirling up on them. If they were to be damaged, this whole place would come falling down. So you see those right after the pool of water that you'd have to get through. And then behind those columns is where you see the two shadows kind of going back and forth and the large blue glow behind them. Otherwise, it's pretty dark in here.
So with that
Okay.
information, Luxuma kind of like I guess scooch aside from the ledge, I guess, to like so he can like speak a little bit louder. So he looks at hold on. He looks at Ark and said, so he claps his hand a little bit like, what do we do? What do we do here? Tell me, my boy,
have
what do we do here?
absolutely no idea.
This is the best part about D&D is you get to figure it out. You tell me what you do and we'll figure it out together.
So
Maybe make a distraction.
make a distraction, but I guess like it depends on if we should look out for like the dragon pillars, because as your observation said, it could collapse. Do we want it to collapse, or I guess I should ask is like is the dragon pillar collapsible part, I guess, is it on top of the scorpion, or is it
They're
not
in
at
front
all?
of the scorpions, between you and the scorpions. So the scorpions are behind them.
Okay, so
Just remember
We
the
need a-
crane wants you to go in here and get something. Or like
Okay.
do something in here. Wants you to do something.
Okay. Ark, can you make a projectile powerful enough to, he points at the dragon pillars, to knock off those pillars while I distract the scorpion I became bait to lure them under that trap. Do you have that kind of
Uh,
spell?
I don't have any spells. I can use myself as a projectile.
Ark
Uh,
is a rogue, so no spells.
Oh yeah, no spells. Okay, okay, I asked it as next. So what do you have like as a weapon to like you think can knock out a pillar?
I have daggers and a crossbow.
Okay, I feel like a pillar and a crossbow isn't enough. So I guess like with our still active stealth, I guess we kind of like go back to the others. I guess,
Okay.
is that a good plan? I guess yeah, go back to the others because they have like the magical projectiles. So
Yeah.
yeah, Luxuma will go to the project to the others as well.
All right, you sneak
And
back to the group that's on top of the sand dune, and you all see Luxima and Ark return. You didn't hear any battle or anything.
okay, so Luxima kind of explained that there is like a pillar that's holding up a debris that is like a little, and the scorpion is a little ways away from like the falling area. So like he comes up with a plan, and like one of them is going to be the bait, and one of them is going to destroy the pillars. So the debris falls and it lands off the scorpions. So he kind of explained it to them. So how does that sound? I mean, it's much more better than me facing it head on.
Sounds good. To light.
The crane, which is on Javi's head, kind of looks like it's not happy, like it's shaking its head back and forth. It's like fluttering in front of, like flutters off of Javi's head and then in front of your face, like like it doesn't want you to destroy the temple.
I'm not it's not destroying. It's destroying a part of the temple. It's not destroying the whole temple.
The crane kind of tilts its head and then slaps you in the face with its wing.
Oh, come on!
They might need support pillars.
Okay, so according to our little friend here, no destroying the temple, I guess. But it isn't necessarily evil though. We need to get something inside of it, little friend. Not what is it outside, because as you can see, he kind of like extended his his arms around like look at this, and like the temple is already falling apart. So what's important is, I believe, is inside of the temple. So if the outside interior is damaged and the inside is not damaged, I think it's pretty much fine, right?
Sorry, I was looking at something on stream. Could you repeat that?
So Luxuma basically wants to convince that it's okay to like destroy the outside part of the temple instead of the inside, because what's important is what's inside the temple instead of like the outside interior. And he kind of makes a point that it's already falling apart around us anyway, so like why not?
The crane kind of lands on your head. Actually, it'll land on Ark's head, and it brings its wings up like this, and makes like a square with its wings. You can hear its little wings fold, like the little paper folds as it's making this like shape of a box, and then it takes its wing and it like moves its wing through the box it just made, and then goes like this with its wings, like the whole thing's gonna fall down if you break the pillars.
So no convincing you on destroying the pillars, huh?
Light wants to raise his hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how to tame a creature? Why not tame the scorpion?
I have horrible animal proficiency, so that's not me, and I'm terrified of scorpions.
Does anyone else think they're good at it?
Who has good animal proficiency in this
we
party?
could have a scorpion pet that we ride through the desert.
Yo, that would be cool though. But
That
but
would be
actually, I have
cool.
like what -1 in animal proficiency
I
and
have a
animal
0.
handling.
I have a
Well,
0. So
Hey, it's better than like that -1.
I have a +3, but
Oh, wait,
disadvantage.
Hobby, like Luxuba, Brav, Hobby, rideable scorpions on the desert instead of on foot.
like
I,
Rideable scorpion, Hobby, a hobby.
I don't think I can do it.
you don't know
You
until
got
you
me.
try.
You got me. I will be your backup. I will be your literal muscles. You can do this. I believe. Can I give like inspiration or something?
What's Arch's animal handling? You got anything good, Dex?
Arch,
Where can I
what's your
see
animal
this?
handling?
Animal handling would be at the top of your
Animal
skills
handling.
list. Same box that has like perception and investigation,
Yeah.
all those things in it.
It's the second one down.
Luxuma is not good with animals. Animals hate him. He got -1. I don't know who he angered, but animals hate him.
You never know.
Um,
Maybe.
You never know.
Luxima, roll
I
me
have
a-
no idea where it says on the
So-
mobile.
Yeah, it's in the same place. You know where your perception check is? Like where you've been rolling perception checks?
Yeah.
Under
Scroll
wisdom
up
and
to the t-
intelligence.
Scroll up to the top of that same area that has perception checks. It should be animal handling. Underneath acrobatics, but above arcana.
It's +2.
+2. Okay, that's not bad.
Either
See, we got animal people here. We can do this.
fight, we can tame
It's
it.
a gigantic
We can tame
scorpion.
it. We can
Wait,
have a
what?
pet
It's a
scorpion.
gigantic scorpion.
But imagine riding a scorpion into battle.
Chai,
I wonder
I
how
am
they
fucking.
taste.
And
Don't
so,
eat it. No eating the scorpion.
Luxuba kind of like put Chai's aside, like Chai, I am. He's kind of like look at the
Javi.
crane. I am terrified of Javi. I am terrified of Scorpion, but this is probably our only chance to like either make an escape, like either got a rideable companion instead of walking through the desert. This is a good thing, despite my fears.
The crane folds itself into a thumbs up and then lands in the sand, turns itself into a scorpion, and then crawls up your leg, Luxima.
Ah, come on! Just he's kind of like just like hold the flinch to not swat the paper away, but it's so hard.
It's the scorpion, paper scorpion, crawls up onto your face and then transforms itself back into a crane.
Very hilarious.
Wait,
You're a comedian.
It goes like this.
wait.
with
Do
its
I
wing.
still have like disadvantage?
You would currently, yes.
Oh,
Wait, I give her like an
Okay.
inspiration. Does that count as like an inspiration or something
Yes,
like
so-
advantage?
So with that, Luxima, you inspiring, like your speech inspires Javi. Javi, if you would like to do this, you can do just a straight roll instead of a disadvantage roll.
okay.
Ah,
Praise
Yes,
the dice
yeah.
god. Please give me a good roll.
Okay.
come on.
D gods.
I got an 8.
No!
Okay.
Good.
Ark,
I-
do you
Ark,
want to
Ark,
roll
try,
one as
try.
well?
Alright, come on. We
Try.
both
Animal
have like D20 this night. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
we should all try.
let's-
We should
let's
all
us
just
again.
try.
Okay, let's all try.
Okay.
1, 0.
Oh my god!
I got a 0. Luxuma fucking dies. Luxuma dies on the spot. I got a fucking 0.
I got 19.
All right.
Let's
So-
go.
You all
Luxima
slide
fucking died.
yourselves down the sand dune around the backside of the temple, and you kind of wade your way through the water slowly. Everyone roll me stealth checks real quick. We'll see
Oh,
how
no, not a
quick you need to
second
make these
stealth
animal
check.
handling checks.
Can Luxima just like held back because like he got a 0? Wait.
Wait.
Stealth
Self-check?
Yep, stealth
Holy-
check.
under survival.
23.
18, 20, dirty 20. I take that. Dirty 20.
Okay. Javi, roll once more, and Light, roll once more. Nice.
Oh shoot! Let's
D&D
go!
The D&D
D&D
gods are
god is
approving
playing
of my
us!
shenanigans. My shenanigans are
We're-
being approved of.
Let's go!
All right. So with these stealth checks, the only person who is kind of loud waiting through the
D&D
water.
gods.
That is Javi, yes. So you're all kind of like wading your way slowly through the water past this like pool. But Javi, you kind of trip yourself over one of the stone blocks that are underneath the water, and you kind of fall face first into the water. And as you do, the two scorpions immediately scuttle and kind of look in your direction. You hear them
Oh no.
make these like noises,
Okay,
and as they kind of scuttle in your direction, now we'll do your animal handling checks that you did. So Javi with an 8, I think we had. You kind of, what do you say to the scorpions as they're kind of like scuttling in your direction?
I come in peace.
You kind of put your hand up. I come in peace. There's water dripping off of you.
I am in no way a threat.
Luxima,
You
what do you
see me
say?
trip-
With a 0.
I got a 0!
I know you got a 0.
No!
What do you say?
Absolutely not. Luxima would not say anything. He would
Okay.
just stay quiet and stay still.
Okay, so the scorpions all kind of look at Javi. I'm gonna roll for them real quick.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh no.
The scorpions have a little bit of empathy as they look at Javi. You kind of look. This is not anything to say
Look
about
at
you as a
Javi.
person, but you kind of look pathetic right now. So they kind of look at you. And then they're like, huh. And then they look over to Luxima. Ark,
Oh no.
with your 12, what do you say to the scorpions? A little better than Javi.
I want to put my hands in my pockets and offer them cheese.
All right, you take out some of the last bit of cheese that you have from the monastery, and you hold it out for the scorpions. So that's your 12. And then Light, what do you say? Or do?
Light kind of like, I guess, kind of slowly approaches the scorpions. Not like too close, but he's like, we are not here to hurt you. We just want to look around. We're not going to disturb anything that you own in here. We promise.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I think, are you still here, Chai? Maybe
Discord.
crashed
Chai?
out of Zoom. Let me fix this real quick.
I can't believe I got a fucking 0. Like that one could come at any moment, and that's the perfect time for it to come. I'm not gonna do anything because it's fucking 0.
It happens.
one-
It happens.
I think it's funny that the one time I tried to do some funny shenanigans, it turns out that you have the bad rolls and I had some pretty okay rolls.
I mean, I got some good rolls. Look at my
You've
like
had-
D20s.
That's what I'm saying. Is like most of the session you've had the best rolls. Well, I've had the garbage ones, but now the tables have turned when I want to cause
No.
chaos.
No.
Oh no, Chai.
I know. Chai, you're the only hope with the scorpion or either the cheese.
Oh my god, the cheese.
Oh, if the cheese saved the fucking day.
All right. Okay, hopefully she'll be back soon. I don't want to. It feels bad. I don't want to move on without Javi.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for a second.
Rating regional difference, Chad. The experience.
It do be like that sometimes.
That's the year of the dragon.
Oh no.
Chai.
You made it.
Chai! Chai, you're on holy hope! Either
No,
that
what?
or the cheese.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing. We waited for you to come back. All right. So, with that said, Ark holding out the cheese, Mug's character Light kind of slowly wading forward and telling them, hey, we're not going to take anything, or we're not going to mess with anything, we're not going to break anything. You're able to get the scorpions to not immediately attack you, but they are just kind of staring you down. They are, like I said, very large. They have these black kind of obsidian-looking scales all across their body. They've got 6 legs, 2 large claws as big as you, and a tail that, if it were to, like, prick you, you'd probably just immediately die. They are intimidating creatures. And as they've kind of scuttled forward, you have all made your way into the temple. And I would like everyone to go over to roll 20.
Green. Roll 20. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
It's changing like magic.
That looks
Oh my god,
That's a
oh
big
my god, they're
boy.
fucking giants. Oh my god, oh my god.
All right, I'm going to pull it up here for the chat. The scorpions where they
Chat.
are.
Oh my, oh, this is beautiful. Kudos to
Alright.
the artists who did this.
Yes, this was Caesar and Piku on Patreon. Go check them out. They are
Phenomenal
awesome.
map. Claps are around.
So that
cool.
blue glow that you saw is this large crystal that is behind the scorpions. It's this kind of sky blue and white glow coming off of it. You can see it's kind of jutting out of the center of the temple, and it's lighting up the backsides of the scorpions. So that's why it's kind of, they were so shadowed out. It was hard to kind of tell where they were because the light was behind them. Behind that, you have a large pool of water that the crystal is jutting out of, and the crane is like happily bouncing between Light and Luxima back and forth. It seems very excited, like we found the thing it's looking for, which is it's either this crystal or it's the pool of water behind it. You're not sure which, but the scorpions have kind of calmed down for the moment and are just kind of like scuttling back and forth, looking at you patiently, waiting to see what you'll do. One of the scorpions reaches its claw out towards you, Arch. Very slowly reaches its claw out and takes a piece of cheese out of your hand.
Cheese.
Let's go.
Jeez.
It brings
Cheese
the
rescues the day.
it brings the small piece of cheese to its mouth, and then you just hear it go,
Whoa. Whoa.
and it eats
Table
it.
manners,
good
my
boy.
good man.
That
Table manner.
that scorpion then kind of scuttles in a circle and then like sits down like a dog.
Oh my god. You
Very
tamed the
peculiar. Don't pet the doggo. This is not that's not that type of doggo.
You tamed a scorpion with a piece of cheese. This is how life is.
This is the way it is.
So you have a decision to make. You're now past the dragon pillars. So those dragon pillars, again, if they're destroyed, this whole place is going to collapse, and you guys could all be in big trouble. You're still not sure what exactly the crane wants you to get yet. But this
Why
is
not
what
just
you
ask
see.
him?
You can.
Why not just ask it? So where's the crane right now?
It is right now. It's kind of fluttering between you and Light.
Okay, so like little friend, so what are we after here? Is it that crystal? He points at the crystal, or that water? Which one?
The crane flutters forward. As you've seen, the crane is pretty. It's a pretty brave little creature. As it flutters forward, it lands itself on top of the crystal, and then it's kind of like on the tip of it, overlooking you all, and it's kind of waving at you from the top of the crystal.
Luxuma hesitantly waved back. So the crystal then.
You can
Light
kind of
wants to
see it in the
approach it.
distance, nodding its head.
Light wants to look over at Luxima, knowing that, he was just earlier talking about how he's afraid of scorpions. He kind of gives this weird, like, grin on his face, and he kind of wants to go, not running, but, like, a little, like, jump between the scorpions towards the crystal.
Okay. You have control over your character, so if you would like to move them somewhere, feel free.
Can?
I mean, like, Luxuma just, like, plantly... Luxuma is very comfortable in where he is right now, so...
All right, I'll let anyone move their characters where they want to move, and then we'll go into more descriptions of what you guys are doing. So if you'd like to move your character, just move them where you'd like, and then we'll go over what you want to do with them.
Which one did I give the cheese to?
This one.
How big is the scorpion that, that they give the cheese to?
It's about...
Is it like a regular size?
40 feet wide and 40 feet long and probably 15 feet tall. Like from
I don't know.
Tail to legs.
Can you give it like an estimate, because I don't really know feet.
Well, if you look at the map, you can kind of get an idea. Like, can you see the map?
The two. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a big boy.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Javi, what is your character doing?
She's just like looking
Okay.
around.
Roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Luxima, what are you doing?
Luxima is kind of like marveling at the historical
I got
significance, I
11.
guess, of this place because of the scholarly part of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he'll make a perception check, I guess.
Sure. Do a perception.
Perception, then history, I guess.
Out of the heat here, there's you're able to kind of get out of the hotness of the desert. And Javi, you can roll just a straight roll. Light, you can also roll straight rolls too.
I
got 11.
I got a 6 on
11.
perception.
Okay.
Wait, what are we rolling again? Perception?
Nope, this is
Yeah,
just
I'm
for
rolling
them. All right, so
perception.
what are you doing,
Okay,
Light?
okay. Light is checking out the crystal.
Okay. Then you can roll me either perception or investigation, your choice. And then Ark, what are you doing?
I want to
Oh my
slowly move towards the scorpion
Mhm.
and try to pet it.
Okay. So this is kind of like a ledge here. You'd have to kind of move off of this ledge to be able to get to the scorpion to pet it.
Toothless and hiccup
All right,
moments
so you
right
kind
here.
of fly down next to the scorpion. Roll me an animal handling check with advantage. So roll twice, take the higher number for that one. Okay. So with these checks, we've got Javi, I think you rolled deception. We wanted perception.
Oh, perception. Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. Jesus, that scared me.
Oh my god, jeez, Louise. Well,
All right.
don't fail this on the check yet this time, because we are in between 2 freaking scorpions right now, and I
All right.
thought it was the one that scared me so badly.
Luxima, with your perception check looking around, it's hard to tell much of what's going on unless you wanted to move closer to the crystal. But from where you're standing, you're kind of far away from anything that would interest you. For the 6, Ark with the 21, you were just kind of, you were going to do the animal handling, so we'll do that one instead. Light.
Toothless.
Not much to see on the crystal. It's a very intact crystal. It looks like it's going to be, like, you're not exactly sure what the crane wants you to do with it, but it seems important. for sure. You're not exactly sure about the history of this place, but Ark and Luxima, you know that this, like kind of some of the history of this place and why it's here. So maybe this crystal's an important part of it, of what they used to do here. And then Ark with a 12 animal handling check, you're able to put your hand on the forehead of the scorpion, which kind of rumbles beneath your hand. Does not seem to be angered at you, but does not seem to be like friendly towards you or like wagging its big tail or anything. It's more so just like looking at you like kind of curiously. And then Javi with your 10 perception, looking around. It's a beautiful temple, but it is weak, and by that I mean that it's bound to collapse here if you guys cause too much of a ruckus. Even with these scorpions, too much of it could cause this whole place to come falling down.
I guess Luxima is kind of like gonna move. He kind of like hold on. He moves here first, and then he carefully kind of slides down here, and then he freezes like for like a solid 30 seconds, just in total fear and terror between two giant scorpion before scuttling away almost like a schoolgirl to the crystal and just lets go of the breath of relief. And makes a history check on the crystal.
All right, go for it. Roll me a history check.
Do I get an advantage because I got like a
because you already know a little bit about this place? Sure, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, so I got a 10. So I roll again. 8. Okay, I'll pick the 10th one, I guess.
All right. So your total history was 9, right? That was your higher number of the two?
Yes.
All right.
So,
looking at the crystal, you can tell that it's important. You can tell that this crystal is useful in some way for protecting this realm that you live in from elementals, but you're not sure how. You're not sure exactly what the crystal does, and the crane, with its limited communication ability, it's not very clear what it wants you to do, but it kind of flies down. I'll move the crane down there. The crane flies down to you. Where? There we go. So the crane flies down to you, kind of perches itself on your shoulder, and it points its wing towards the crystal like it's expecting you to do something, but again, it's not very good at communicating.
okay. I have apparently like a +3 in performance for some reason. Can Luxima use that to like get a better understanding on like the crane, because he's using movement to speak with us, and I think like performance could be like be helpful, I guess. I don't know. Is that viable?
Normally I would make it insight so that you can you're trying to tell or interpret what the crane wants you to do. What's your insight number?
My insight. Oh my god, my insight is -1. My boy is dense. It's fuck.
Okay. I would give you different information for a performance check. So you can roll me a performance check. I'll give you something different than what I would give you for a high insight roll.
I guess like before he make a roll, I guess he kind of like looked at the crane and said, okay, so we're here. What do you want us to do?
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
18.
Okay. 18. So here are the actions that the crane does. The crane flies over to the crystal, lands on it, and then using its wings, it like kind of grabs just like a part of the crystal and then feigns going like this, pulling on it.
You want us to move this? And he points to the crystal, the giant crystal.
It nods its head vigorously, like it thinks that you can grab the whole thing and move it.
I am very flattered that you think I have the capacity of that magnitude of strength. But as you can see, I'm not. And Luxima is at a loss because how they gonna move the crystal? So that's
The crane tilts
the
its head back and
observation.
forth curiously, and then kind of shakes its head, and it seems like distraught. And then it points at Light, and then it points Light. It points at you, and then points at the crystal, and then starts going, and then nods its head like you can do it.
Light thinks about it, and he's like, "What if we get the scorpions to do it?"
Yo,
Yo.
that's actually quite a big right now. So, okay, so like so somebody has like had animal handling to those two. So if we get the scorpions to work with us, how do we move it? Like, do we have like a rope? I guess this is a good time to like look around the rest of the interior, because there's a lot of room.
Light wants to ask, do we need the whole crystal, or do we only need a part of the crystal? And where are we taking? Are we taking the crystal somewhere?
The crane kind of flies up, and then fluttering in front of you, it begins to point at you, Light, and then it points at Luxima, and then you can see it point into the distance at Ark, and it points into the distance at Javi. So it points at all four of you at different times, and then it flies over to the crystal and begins tugging on the crystal again, and then it does this with its wings. It gives you like a size that you need of it.
You're
You're
scaling. I mean, that could work. I mean, Luxima has an axe, so he can like, I guess, mine it. I guess. Oh wait, what if like the scorpion actually mined it? No, like they actually got pissed off if we like mine a chunk of it.
Let's ask
That's
him.
what I'm worried about.
We could ask him.
I mean, like you can ask him. I got 0 in animal handling.
Right.
You
Like-
guys can do that.
Light was the one who told me we weren't gonna hurt anything, so maybe Light should ask them. Just be like, can we take a part of this crystal? Would it upset you?
I mean-
Like, maybe he should go ask them. Just be mindful of the scorpions so we don't die.
Oh, grab with consent. Okay, you do that.
So what are you doing?
Light wants to go over to the scorpion that's with Arch right now, if
Mhm.
that's okay. So over here.
Mm-hmm.
And since Arch is the one bonding with the scorpion, let's see, like, can you ask the scorpion if we can take a piece or two off of the crystal? If we won't, if it says no.
Okay, I'm gonna, while I'm petting the scorpion, I'm gonna ask him, can we take a bit of the crystal? I'm gonna give you cheese for it.
Barter for cheese. I can't believe the cheese actually played a part.
It's a trade offer.
It's a trade offer.
I give you cheese, you give me crystal.
A fair trade indeed.
Cheese equal crystal.
Fair trade.
Yes, absolutely.
Ark, roll me a persuasion check.
Please.
Please.
Nice God.
Oh no.
No!
Whoa.
Oh no, what's wrong?
What is it?
It's a 6. So as you ask the scorpion this, it kind of gives almost like a scuttling growl underneath your hand, and you see its claws snap, like it would not like that very much.
Oh, what if we
I
told
take
you?
that as a no.
Mention the fire
Oh,
elementals.
no.
What if we mentioned about
What
the
if we-
fire elementals?
Yeah. What if
That nuked the other scorpion and we're trying to stop them.
Yes. Tell him
Oh,
about that
no.
one.
We tell them why we're taking it. or why we
Yeah,
wanted
we'll
to
tell
make
him why.
What do you say?
They murdered one of your brethren.
Light. Like, I was just going. He's like, "Excuse me, Mrs. Scorpion. So we're trying to stop these fire elementals. We just watched one absolutely destroy. I don't know if it's one of your buddies, but he absolutely just nuked it. Like, they're dead. We're trying to stop them. You know, save you guys, save where you live, save everywhere. We just need a couple pieces of the crystal to stop them. Is it okay if we take some, please?"
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
Where's my persuasion? Please be.
Please.
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 Please. Oh, let's go! 30, 20!
Oh,
Let's
21.
go!
21. As you say that, the scorpion calms itself a bit. And then it seems like it's about to, like, kind of, like, listen to you and give you a chance to kind of talk to it and give it some more reasoning on why it should help you. But again, it's an animal, so it's not super hyper intelligent or anything. So it just kind of, it understands, it can feel your intentions. It can almost instinctively feel that you have good intentions here. So it kind of backs off. But as it does, you hear a noise that sends a shiver down your spine. It
oh no.
sounds like almost like a growling, deep voice. And it speaks to you in broken common, a common that seems like it's been picked up over a very short period of time. It does not seem like it's super well versed in the common language. But you hear this voice say,
Thank you. You bring us to the crystal.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, that's not fucking
Maxima, break the
good.
crystal! Maxima, break the crystal! Break the crystal!
Luxima
Yeah.
swings! Luxima swing! Better swing!
I need
We gotta go.
everybody to roll me
go.
initiative,
Let's go.
please.
Luxima better swing that crystal!
Command, would you say
I am-
initiative?
I hate
Initiative, please.
the sky gods hate the dice gods hate.
20! Let's go. Oh. Luxima better swing that bitch! I can access be useful! Oh yeah, he's made of crystal, I forgot. He just swings at the crystal as hard as he can.
Well,
Oh
shit.
god.
Oh no,
That's a lot of bad.
All right, so you can look, if you scroll down on
No.
the map, you can look on the other side of the pool. These fire elementals being able to slip through small cracks in spaces came through the front, which you guys couldn't get through. That area that was blocked by the sand dune. They kind of sneak their way through the openings, and they are now on the other side of this pool, and they kind of stare you down. One of them fires a blast towards the scorpion.
Oh no.
No, Scorpion!
I need Arc and Light to roll me dexterity saving throws, please. Dexterity saving throws. So in that saving throws box, the one that you did Constitution ones before, I want a dexterity one this time.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yo, let's go!
Both of you are able to
Let's
dodge out of the
go.
way, only taking 4 points of fire damage. As the blast of fire hits the scorpion, it takes the full brunt of the damage, with some of the flames licking off and hitting you all, you both for 4. Let's put the initiatives down here. Luxima, roll me an attack for the attack on the crystal, please. So whatever weapon you want, click the plus whatever's next to it, plus 5 or plus 6 or whatever you got.
Okay,
For the
greater axe. Oh, 9. Okay, that's good. That's good. He swing that motherfucker to the crystal. You're like physically damned.
All right. Let me look here. A 13 to hit. As you bring the axe into the crystal, it clang, kind of sheens off of the crystal. No effect.
Ugh.
The crane,
You can't-
which is on your forehead now, Luxima, kind of like looks down in sadness and then hides behind your horn from the fire elementals.
Yeah,
And
that's probably a good place to hide.
Ark, you are actually up first, Ark. So across the large pool of water is the elementals. There's 3 large fire elementals. You don't see the blue one that was leading the pack last time. You don't see like the commander fire elemental. You just see these 3 larger red ones and what look like wisps made of fire as well. These wisps have black eyes and like shadowy looking mouths. They look like just balls of fire that are floating around. These are called remnants, and they are just really small fire elementals. Babies, basically.
Oh.
Can I fly over here and shoot one of them with my crossbow?
Yeah, go ahead and move your character over there. You land on top of the crystal on a fairly flat part of it. And which elemental are you firing your crossbow at? Got
This
it.
one.
Go ahead and roll your attack. So you'll click on the plus. You rolled the damage. To the left of where you roll the damage, that's where you roll the attack. The plus. There we go. Okay. So 19 is definitely going to hit for 8 damage. As you fire the crossbow bolt, it goes straight through the head of that fire remnant and kills it. Turns into smoke. And that is your turn. You still have a bonus action. If you go on your character sheet there, you have some options for bonus actions. I can tell you what you have. You can hide if you like. So you could try and hide behind some of the crystal here and get out of vision of the fire elementals. You could make a perception check or an investigation check to decipher clues. Your character, as a rogue, you're a special kind of rogue that can do that. So if you want to like look around for some clues or anything, you can do that.
Yeah, I want to make a perception check.
Okay, you could also do an insight check against one of the elementals, and if you succeed on the insight check, you'll have sneak attack damage on them for the rest of this battle, too. So, you still want to... Which one do you want to do?
For now, I want to make a perception check.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a perception check, then.
Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, let's go.
We're all holding our breath, collective breath for like that good roll.
Good stuff.
The
Okay.
dice god is actually giving us luck. Joy.
All right. So, with the perception check of a 24, you see the elementals are... They seemingly don't have the like commander blue elemental with them. They are like a scouting party that was sent ahead to follow you. These are probably the ones that destroyed those scorpions. And with your perception check, you can tell the crystal is very well put together. You're gonna need those scorpions to help you break it if you want to take chunks of it. That's basically where you're at in the room. You can see that better than anyone. You also see that this pool of water might be useful to fight fire elementals as well.
Of course.
All right.
Because water and fire.
Can I relay that information to Luxima?
Yes. So Ark kind of leans over the top of the crystal to you, Luxima, and relays this information to you.
Okay, got it. So we need the scorpion's health, and the water is useful. Got it.
All right, next up is the crane, who is going to take the hide action. It rolls a natural 1, so the crane is unable to hide from the elementals.
Wait, isn't like the crane is already in like under Luxima's horn?
It is, but it was trying to get out of vision so that they wouldn't know where it was, but they all seem to know where it is. But it is being protected by you right now. So, there's a difference between being hidden and being protected, right?
I see.
They all know where the crane is at the moment. But right now you are protecting it from danger, which puts you in danger. Luxima, you are up.
Okay, so with the information that's been handed, this crystal, the scorpion is needed to destroy the crystal.
Correct.
And Luxima has like a -1 animal handling. And his axe doesn't even work on the crystal. So I guess he's gonna take the put on these big boy pants and actually face the scorpion, and he waves his arm and said those things kill your brethren or whatever family connection you have to that other scorpions. Those things murder. We saw it. It nukes them. And he waves to the crystal, and he waves and points to the crystal. We need these to stop them. Please help us. And he makes roll animal handling.
All right. Go ahead.
I got a 0.
You're
Oh no!
I am horrible. Luxima is shouting
Pneumatica,
under his
thanks for the prime sub, Pneumatica. So with the 0, funnily enough, Luxima, you didn't even have to roll. The scorpions seem on your side at the moment.
Let's go! My inspiration kicks in.
So
my animal handling doesn't matter.
With that said, we'll say that that's your bonus action for your turn. What would you like to do for your action for your turn? Do you have any ranged attacks you want to throw out there at the fire elementals, or?
Oh god.
You also have movement too, so you can run up these stairs over here. You can run up these ones behind you. Wherever you go, the crane's going right now.
Oh, I don't want that. I have a dagger. Can I throw a dagger?
Yeah.
I have. Let's go. I throw the dagger at I guess this is Luxima's position. I guess he is kind of in this side of
the one that you'd be able to hit is this one here, over on the left side. You'd have to come around the left side of the crystal over this direction.
Okay, so the crane's coming with me also.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of peeks through that, grabs his dagger, and as fast as he can, yeet the knife into the fire elemental.
All right.
And
roll me the dagger attack.
Hit dice. 7, 11. That's not bad.
As you throw the dagger flies towards the elemental. As it does, it looks like it's going to hit. I mean, it's going to go right into the chest of the elemental, but you watch the elemental's chest open up into a hole, and the dagger just goes through the elemental, and then it closes back up.
Fumble nuggets.
Just that is me showing you that that 11 didn't hit. The dagger would damage it if you rolled higher, but the 11 is lower than its armor class. So
okay, so can Luxima reposition himself to go back?
Yes.
To is he reposition himself back to the crystal?
All right. That's going to bring us to the fire elementals, who all are going to take steps forward. They begin kind of floating above the water, and they are heading in your direction.
Oh,
We're gonna
true.
roll an attack on Arc. Arc up at the top of the crystal. That one's gonna miss with a 3 as the flame blast goes wide and blasts into the side of the crystal. This one here is going to fire at the scorpion that is in front of him. That one is a 19 to hit, so it is going to deal 9 points of fire damage to the scorpion. And then this one here, does it have vision? It has vision of the scorpion in front of it. So this one is going to fire this at the scorpion in front of it. And that one's going to hit as well with a 15 for 8 points of damage. All right, that's going to bring us to Light.
Light. How many moves can you, or like movement? How far can you?
You can move up to 5 squares.
Okay, Light wants to move kind of in front of the scorpion here.
Okay.
So like, I guess, I don't know, right here-ish. And
Okay.
he wants to fire Eldritch Blast at that fire elemental, like right here. How do I do the clicky thing?
Just click and hold.
This one right here.
All right, perfect. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Come on, roll a good one, roll a good one.
Oh!
Hey!
Natural 20.
20!
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go!
So,
Ah, the
wait,
amount of natural 20s.
so go ahead and roll
A lot
damage.
of natural 20 today.
15. Nice.
Nice.
As the Eldritch
Hey, buddy.
Blast hits that fire elemental, what does your Eldritch Blast look like, do you think? Like, what does the spell itself look like when you fire it?
It's, I'd say, probably very bright blue in color and kind of, I don't know, maybe blinding.
Okay. So this bright blue blast comes out of your fingertips and blasts into the chest of the elemental, which gives out kind of like a roar and says,
That tickles.
Well, we gotta give you some more tickles!
15 damage. That's pretty good. Would you like to do anything else? Do you have a bonus action that you want to do?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
All right, the Fire Remnants turn. They are going to move their full speed forward. This one floats up here. This one's here. Light. This Fire Remnant that's in front of you is going to cough up a smoke cloud at you.
Rude.
So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. Light. Constitution saving throw, kind of like you did in the desert. Oh, did I say light? I meant arc. My bad. Arc. Sorry. Arc is rolling the Constitution saving throw because this fire elemental's up on the crystal with him. The remnant. There we go. 19, nice. As the smoke kind of envelops you, you are unaffected by it. You kind of like wave the smoke off. You breathe a little bit of it in, but it's not enough to damage you or do anything bad to you. You're very, very hardy at the moment. Javi, you are up.
Yes.
You're kind of the furthest back at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like I can move 5 squares, right?
You can move, each square is 5 feet. So you can move, I think, 6 squares if you have 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Wait. I'm gonna move over here.
All right.
Then I'm gonna use the bless spell.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I bless the scorpion?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna bless the scorpion and light.
All right. So how many targets do you get to pick?
It says I can pick up to 3 creatures, but I don't think I can. Wait, can I even?
5,
Am I able to reach the other scorpion?
What is the range on Bless? It says at the top of the
30
spell.
feet.
30 feet? Yeah, you can hit the other scorpion too.
Okay, then now I'm gonna bless all 3 of them.
All right. So what does Bless do? It gives them an extra dice on something?
Like, whether a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before this, can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll
Nice.
or saving throw.
Okay, perfect. So, Light, if you make any more attacks, you get an extra d4 dice onto the attack roll. The scorpions get the same. Same if you have a saving throw. So if you have to dodge something, or I make you make some kind of saving throw, you get an extra d4 on top of that as well. Sound good, Light?
Yes.
All right. And then that's going to bring us to the scorpion's turn. All right, both scorpions are going to scuttle forward. One scorpion's going to make an attack on the crystal with the extra +4, plus d4 from the bless. The scorpion goes with its claw and clamps down on the side of the crystal, but is unable to damage it. The other scorpion brings its tail down and stabs it into the side of the crystal, which also does nothing, but they each get 2 attacks, so we'll roll 2 more attacks here. Ooh, that one's a natural 20. This time, this scorpion that's next to you, Luxima, this scorpion takes its claw, and instead of trying to pinch the crystal, it just takes its claw and uses it like a hammer and batters the side of the crystal and knocks some of it into the water. As the crystal is now cracked, the other scorpion is going to make its tail attack. And this time the tail attack, it seeing its comrade scorpion use its claw as like a hammer, this scorpion over here to the left uses its tail like a hammer and swings across, this time cracking off a few more pieces of the crystal. They're not huge chunks, just small chunks. You can see the crane, Luxima. The crane immediately kind of flies in front of you, and the crane shakes its head and makes its hands a little bit bigger. The crystal sizes need to be bigger. So the chunks that were knocked off were just not quite big enough yet. But you're getting there.
Okay. This is progress.
And that will bring us back to the top of the initiative. We are going to start up next time with Ark. Ark, it'll be your turn, okay? We're going to pick up that next time.